Hey everybody, it's Randy from Trio ETS on my skateboard on this beautiful sunny, rainy, almost spring day. We're here to do a workshop interview. That's my dog in the background barking. Doing an interview here with a very special guest from the city of Coeur d'Alene. The city of Coeur d'Alene's engineer, Mr. Chris Wilson. Hello kids. Why don't you just introduce yourself and tell us what you do for the city?
My name is Chris Bosley. I am the city engineer for the city of Coeur d'Alene, and one of the things that I do on a day-to-day basis is deal with stormwater drainage, and that's why we're here today. And I intend to show you some of the things that the city is doing to protect our waterways from the pollutants that come with stormwater, and to show you some of the reasons why that's so important.
And what have we here, Chris?
So this is one of the first big stormwater projects we've done recently, and it was a partnership with the University of Idaho. And we created this outdoor classroom here for students to come down here and learn about stormwater. The important stormwater aspect of this is this swale you see here in front of us.
And explain to us what a swale is.
So a swale is a way to dispose of our stormwater without injecting it directly into our surface waters like the Spokane River or Lake Coeur d'Alene. So what happens here is stormwater is collected from about 66 acres on the other side of Northwest Boulevard here behind me, comes through a pipe underneath Northwest Boulevard, and then into this old railroad bed area, and then again through another pipe into this swale here. And the idea of a swale is that as the water collects in here, it percolates down in through the topsoil and the vegetation that's here, which cleans the hydrocarbons and other nasty things out of the stormwater before it injects it down into the aquifer where we get our drinking water from. So that's why it's important to clean that up before it reaches that aquifer.
Okay, Chris, where are we now?
We are at the site of our most recent stormwater project, which is currently under construction here. And this is actually on land owned by the Idaho Transportation Department. But fortunately for us, our stormwater pipe that runs to an outfall in the Spokane River runs right next to US 95. So we got the idea to detour that pipe into this area and build this massive swale system that you see here. So the idea is that in the next few weeks we'll have a contractor run a pipe under US 95 into this first bay of the swale, and then as it fills up it'll go through these pipes and overflow into the next and into the next drainage area. Each of these has dry wells in it, and the idea of those is that if there's too much water to infiltrate through the ground, or if it's frozen, it goes into these dry wells, which are about 12 to 15 feet deep down in there into the ground, and then that water gets down into the groundwater with a little bit less infiltration, or a little bit less filtration, but the most pollutants that you get from stormwater is in what they call the first flush, and that's where as soon as it starts raining, it's all the nasty oils and all that stuff that's on the surface of the roads. That's the nasty stuff, and that should go into the filtration through the topsoil. The rest of it can go into the dry wells.
Excellent. Hello. Where are we here, Chris?
So that swale that we were just at the intersection of Northwest Boulevard and US 95, that swale will be collecting stormwater from about 210 acres of our urban streets and people's properties that extends up to even north of I-90. And so that 210 acres currently discharges through this large pipe right here into the Spokane River. So you can see that if we have a lot of pollutants in there, why it's so bad for it to be going right into the river. We've only had a little bit of rain today, so it is that sort of first flush that I talked about. And it's dragging all these pollutants with it, and you can see the cloudiness of the water as it comes out of here. A little bit of pluming going on into the water, the river itself. Right down there.
Oh, sure. See that grab? Where are we at now, Chris?
So here we are at the 3rd Street Boat Launch in downtown Coeur d'Alene on Lake Coeur d'Alene, and that grease in the alley that we just looked at, it follows the storm drain system about 3 blocks down to this location, and this here is the outfall. And as you can see, the nasty pollution that comes out into our lake. So this is why we're looking to work with downtown businesses to provide secondary containment on their dumpsters and other grease traps that are around the restaurants downtown to stop that pollution from getting into our storm system and therefore making it into the lake.